Okay, today we're going to talk about Cahill and the responses to Cahill. So, what do? We, in our reading time, have a quick read through. We're then going to decide on the author. Is there a byline for Cahill? No, there's not. But does he, does he talk about himself? No, he doesn't. But we do get some suggestions here and there. Let's see how woke you are. Called you into my office. Oh, he's loved drugs, etc. I get this impression that he's a bit lefty. He's trying to be relaxed. He reminds me of the way my dad writes a bit. You know what I mean? Like he's left. Maybe his audience is young people, or maybe it's kind of they're like sarcasm or teasing young people in some way. I think it's to frame pill testing as a left issue, but you can take this in any way you want, really. Next thing you're doing is you're reading it for the arguments. 1, love drugs. 2, harm minimization. 3, currently not working. 4, pill testing. 5, the response to it. So that would be 5 paragraphs here, and then you could do 1, 2, 3 paragraphs there if you wanted to. So that's 6, 7, 8. Quite a lot again. So you might want to somehow decrease the number of paragraphs you have. So that's your paragraph. You start off. You're writing. You're happy. You do your introduction. You introduce the article from the front. The context from the front. You introduce the articles. One is Cahill. One is these purposes. You put them in the way you want them. Then you're starting off, right? First argument. He opens his discussion with, I think this is kind of interesting. I reckon we should spend more time on these. Although these aren't arguments as such, they are, persuasive. But how you're entering the piece. You're entering a piece with almost like an introduction. A direct, introduction to the reader. He's literally saying, "Good morning, curious reader." So he's trying to set up, some kind of context. Set up a tone, really, isn't he? Right? Good morning, curious reader. Let's see how woke you are. I've called you into my office. We have a heart-to-heart about a hot-button topic, pill testing. So, these phrases like curious reader, how woke you are, called you into my office, heart-to-heart, yeah? You're already getting a little steamy, so he's kind of mocking you, in a fun kind of gentle way. Convince you over the next few minutes while you have your sweet way with brunch. Alright? So there's like a, what's he suggesting here? Like an office worker, like a, new agey kind of, someone who eats brunch and knows what the word woke means, so, so what he's supposed to be picturing here? He's supposed to be picturing a younger, like an older, kind of more sensible, authority figure, which is supposed to be Cahill, and then a younger person who's, walking into his office. There's a very clear image here, isn't there? How he's supposed to be feeling? Well, he's supposed to be laughing a little bit, aren't you? He's supposed to be, having a bit of fun at these kind of young, kind of new age kind of people who, understand what woke means and, who eat brunch, rather than the 3 meals a day that all good hard working Australians use. Yeah. Then you can go on to argument 1, 2, 3. Right. Let's have a look at the comparison. So here we have a couple of ways of doing this. So you've finished all of Mikey Cahill, right? And then you're going to start your second piece. You'd start off with a comparison, whereas Cahill says this, Bruce, contends this. Alright? This is, then you can have like paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. Let's have a look at this comparison. And it's really easy in this case because they, like, literally comparing, right? Well, Bruce, shock, horror, no one died. He takes the sarcasm, right? And then tries to recontextualize that and say, no, that's sheer luck. No one died, right? Yeah, whereas you're being sarcastic, you're treating it very, in a very blasé kind of way. It means a hell of a lot of drugs weren't tested. He's gone for a very serious tone. And this is what the kind of best comparison is. It's not a comparison of argument. I'm not really interested in that. What I'm interested in is a comparison of effect on the audience and a comparison of tone. This kind of, shock, horror, no one died kind of sarcasm is really, is easily compared to a rife with drugs. People are dying from drug use all the time. Yeah? When you're going to wake up, compare the wake up to woke. Yeah? May start as a bit of fun. Yeah? And kind of maybe he's comparing, the Cahill's kind of tone of fun and whatever else, to that. Now, the second article, what you might want to do here is you can compare Waterhouse again to Cahill, and then Bayliss again to Cahill. Or if there's potential, you might even compare Waterhouse to Bruce and Cahill. Yeah, if you can possibly get away with that. It's going to be a short one today, but let's have a quick look at the picture. So where does the picture fit in? So we need to decide what is that, right? Maybe it's this first one that Aussies love drugs. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing it framed perfectly on the face, on the mouth. Sorry, bright red lips. Yeah, a small, unlabeled, harmless pill, right? Easily swallowed. Yeah. And she looks healthy, right? In nice bright light. There's nothing scary about this. It could easily be a Tic Tac, right? It could easily be a Panadol, right? There's nothing that intimidating about this, I wouldn't think. It's not like there's big sharp teeth or there's, kind of dark images. It's very, very bright red, isn't it? Yeah. So when you're discussing this I love drugs section, so he uses phrases like, darknet, clean up the mess, deadly orange pills, yeah, Aussies love drugs, right? And you don't really think that to be a bad thing. And then you can kind of compare that, like he's comparing that or juxtaposing that with how easy they seem to be how easy they are to take, they're just like taking a Panadol, you're taking a Tic Tac, and that's what you're supposed to be, that's the image you're supposed to be having in your head, and that's the, how you're supposed to be feeling about it. So make sure you include that in that section or wherever else you're going to put it. Okay? Alright, that's it for me. I'll see you next time.